I had been working with Kiwi for a couple of other classes. I had taken art of social media, I had taken branding, and we were trying, and I think I was actually in her mini coaching at the time.
Mhm.
And she was helping me get online presence. And I kept saying, but aren't I supposed to take stories? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do next? And she's like, just do what you're supposed to do, and then we'll worry about stories when it's time for you to worry about stories. So then it was time for me to worry about stories. And so we continued to work together on a one-on-one coaching environment and then do stories also. And I think out of all of my classes that I've done with her, they've all been great, but I love stories because it's fun. You
It
know,
is
I
fun.
do I do get to bring my llama into the picture every now and then, and the zombies with a cat, and it's just been fun. My husband told me about 2 years ago, I guess. You got to get online. You got to get online. You got to get online. That's where everything is online presence. You got to do it. And I'm like, I don't know how to do it because I was so accustomed to um, the chamber BNI world, the local networking face to face. Not that I'm not staring at your face right now, but that's all I knew and that's all I understood. And
Sure.
so I didn't understand how to take that I love and building those relationships, sitting in front of somebody, across a cup of chai, and transfer that online because
Right.
I didn't see how you can't build a relationship online. I mean, that's ridiculous. Who ever heard of such a thing? So anyway, so it's been really fun to see. I mean, our relationship also kind of got started out of that, and cats and Sally's and Dana, and it's just fun. Times when I see the other kind of ideas that are going in that chat that we have, it it triggers, oh, I could do that because of this going on. A lot of times I think we get so tunnel vision with kind of life,
Hmm.
and we have this invisible box that we kind of live in, and we forget about all this other stuff out here that is part of what we call life.
Well, I was just thinking that this is not a competitive course. That what we do here is support each other. And despite that you and I are in the same field, and there are multiple people in our student that have the same industry, but there's no competition because we're supporting each other. If you could talk a little bit about how that's different from maybe some other classes or environments that you've been in where like in a BNI, you can only have one person who does that field versus we could have a whole student section and student panel of all health coaches and we would all be able to celebrate and honor and do and you know what I mean? So that would be great. So tell me how that's been different for you.
Well, it's different in the fact that so far I haven't had anybody say, at least to my face, that you're competition with me, because even within health there are so many facets of things that you can do. And even if I did a gut health protocol or class and you did a gut health protocol class, likely they're going to be different because I'm still going to be focusing on the cellular level and the genetics, and you're going to be focusing on perhaps all of the other components that nourish and impact your gut health, like stress or sleep or those, that, because that's what your focus is. There's still gut health protocols. They're still going to help a person's gut get healthier, but in two completely ways. And it doesn't mean that somebody is gonna be fixed with either, and they may need both. And sometimes our health is in such levels of challenges that it's going to take a little bit longer. And, you know, with other classes that I've done, even my health coaching class, you know, that I didn't feel the camaraderie that is present in this community. What I've learned about kind of I don't know that I want to call it the algorithm, but kind of understanding how Facebook works, and I certainly don't even understand that at all. Those people that do that are way smarter than I can even dream or want to be to figure out all of the activity equals something else.
Mm-hmm.
But all I know is you guys said do it and trust us and do it and it'll show. So I'm still in that phase of do it because you told me so. I haven't. That's not true. I've started seeing some of the interactions and developing those coffee conversations
Right.
off. It's still technically online because I'm still not at the local coffee shop, but it's off news feed line and into
Right.
private world. Probably the other big thing is the checklist of the things that I have to do every day or every week. And there's still a couple of those that I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to do that watch party again. So it is like anything else. You know, when you have things that you have to start learning how to do new,
Mm-hmm.
it's a muscle and you have to work it, and you get this one kind of going and you're like, okay, I think I got that one under control. And then here comes another one and you're like, okay, I got to get this one into my mix now. Anybody that wants to utilize an online presence to build any kind of business, you know, I can see it working for network marketing. I can see it working for bricks and mortar. I can see it working for coaching. I mean, anything, really. And don't tell my husband, I hope he's still not listening, that he was right 2 years ago. Shh, don't tell him. Because it is different than probably any social media class out there. It's a very hands-on and action-oriented.
Well, Deniece, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to working with you in maintenance so we learn more skills and more just more ways to apply the content from not only what you've learned here, but how to apply more of what we have in content to your online presence. So thanks so much for being on today with me. I really appreciate you.
You are welcome. Thanks for having me.